So far, the 2025 season in MXGP has been pretty unpredictable, which has been great for the fans, and this constant changing of the game was never more evident at the halfway stage at the Talkessel in Germany. Talking of unpredictability, MX2 has been very unpredictable in 2025. Coming into Germany, the halfway stage of the championship, we'd already seen 8 different race winners. And heading into the qualifying race, we wondered whether we'd get a new one. And of course, we did. And it was Valerio Latta in his rookie season for the Honda HRC team. One of the things we constantly talk about and wonder about in MX2 is how the top riders from EMX250 fare when they move into MX2 full time. And last year we had one of those seasons where the EMX250 championship was way and above beyond what we've had in previous years. The top 3 all moving into MX2 in 2025. Of course, the champion, Mathis Valin, Valerio Latta, who was second, and Kaz Volk, who was third. Last year, they won every single race between them. It'd be interesting to see how they would do. And as we reach the halfway stage of the championship, maybe have a quick look as to how they're doing.
Kaz Volk is the only rookie to have not gone to a full factory team. He's with the Van Venrooy squad. They are a Dutch-based team. They're hugely experienced, and he's sharing the awning with his sister Lynn, who's fighting for her first WMX title. And on the whole, his setup this year looks like a very good fit for him. He's had many top 10 results, and he's really shown that he's one of the strongest non-factory riders in the class.
Valerio Latta is probably the standout performer so far. He had that qualifying win in Germany. It's been great to see the progression. It's been calm, it's been measured every step of the way. He's not in a hurry, but I think the second half of the season we'll definitely see a change in how the Italian goes about his racing. Maybe those race wins for real on Sunday. More podiums, they will start to come into play sooner rather than later. Mathis Valin looked like he was probably going to be the guy from last year's EMX250 that was going to sort of carry the torch, if you like. We saw it in Argentina, great starts, in the qualifying race and things like that, and he certainly looked like he had the pace on that factory Kawasaki. However, a couple of crashes here and there. He's been forced to miss 2 or 3 rounds early on in the championship as well, and now he seems to be trying to re-find his feet again. So it's not been easy, and it's just another thing that highlights how difficult it is to come into MX2. You're in it to win it, and you're not going to win it if you're going to bin it. And that's been the case, if you like, with Mathis Valin more often than not.
The atmosphere in Teufelstal is always something special. We don't get the numbers that we usually get in NA, but the German crowd always bring that energy and that noise to the races. And this year, they had a new red plate holder in home rider Simon Langenfelder to cheer for. He grew up just 150 kilometers from the track, and he was coming into this round as the new World Championship leader.
5-second board turns, heads down, revs up. The long drag down into turn one, that uphill left-hander after plunging through the valley. Sasha Coonan with the foxhole shot on the Red Bull KTM. He leads away from Adamo and Valerio Latta, your pole man. Langenfelder there in fourth place. That'll send the fans into raptures. We've got an Astana Husqvarna in there. That's probably going to be Liam Evans. Five riders, starting with Evans. Fighting over that sixth place. Evans, Beniston, Oliver, McClellan on the 8. Adamo all over the back. Now it's less than a second, just over 3/4 of a second. Side by side over Liquimoli Mountain. Adamo has the defining line through this left, and he sails by Coonan. Talk about leaving the door open. Langenfelder has also gone past Everts, and he goes around the outside of Thibaut Beniston. The German at home with the red plate, looking to make move forwards. Now he's got daylight between himself and Thibaut Beniston. Andrea Adamo is going to be a 5-time race winner in 2025. He wins race 1 here in Germany. We have had the massive storm, thunder, heavy rain. We may have a slightly different racetrack. It's still drizzling out on track at the moment. A different racetrack, game changer for this race here in Germany. But it's Sasha Coonan who leads away once again. Did he grab the foxhole shot? If he did, that's the 7th time this year. Behind him, we have the triumph of Perez. Langenfelder down in 13th place, the red plate holder. Oh, and Valin down again. So going from bad to worse. It's not been a good day for Kawasaki. Sasha Coonan leads on the number 19, Red Bull KTM, the Monster Energy triumph of Guillaume Perez, who was 9th in race 1. Oriol Oliver, the Spaniard, once again. Another good start for the Gabriel SS24 KTM rider. There you go, look, quick word. Both of them coming out of the same turn, Perez and De Wolf. Same rut, leading to the same result. Valerio Latta just making a mistake here. Just tags the rut there with his fork leg. Just picks himself up. Does not lose a position, but he has lost ground to Adamo, and he was eyeing him up. Just caught the bank look. See how slippery it is. It's a clay base underneath. Gets very sticky and heavy. Oh, Sasha Coonan! Through the fence. He's throwing away a win and the opportunity of a Grand Prix victory. They can't believe it down there either, and this is going to be a gift for everybody else around him. Just a simple little mistake turning into a catastrophic error. Guillaume Perez now leads for Monster Energy Triumph. Pass for podium. Oh, and then he chucks it away. He had to pass Adamo for the podium, throws it away. Guillaume Perez and Monster Energy Triumph win race 2 in Germany. The 3rd overall here, the Liquimoli MXGP of Germany. Kai de Wolf, the Astana Husqvarna. Congratulations, Guillaume Perez. Monster Energy Triumph Racing brings them their 2nd race win in the 2 years they are now in MX2, but he gets his first win and his first podium. But your overall winner this weekend, Andrea Adamo, with a 1st and a 3rd. Antonio Elia Portela, FIM CMS Director, delivers the red plate to Andrea Adamo for the 2nd time this year. His first plate came after qualifying round 1 in Argentina. He takes it back here, and he does it with a Grand Prix win in Germany.
Larissa Papameyer has been a great servant and a great ambassador to women's motocross. And Teushenthal on this occasion, 2025, may turn out to be her last appearance in front of a home crowd, or certainly it might even turn out to be her last year in WMX. But who can blame her for wanting to sort of bow out now? Because 7 medals, 1 silver, 6 bronze over her time in WMX since 2008. Don't forget, she was the first ever race winner in 2008 when race 1 got underway in Bulgaria. She's been on the podium multiple times at a home Grand Prix. She's been a 2-time winner, multiple seconds and thirds. And so in terms of what she brings and what she has brought to the German fans over the years, she's done a very, very good job of putting women's motocross on the map in Germany. And this year she was aiming to do the same. But at the same time, it didn't quite go her way. But what she did in terms of performance, she definitely endeared herself once again to the German fans.
To be a part of this for like 20 years is pretty amazing. It's something really special. I mean, I see the young ones coming, I see the old ones going. Yeah, it is how it is. I mean, I like to see how the young ones are coming up now, getting faster, and yeah, being here now. Most probably my last year. I know I'm saying that very often, but yeah, I think this is going to be my last full GP season.
Coming into the championship this weekend, round 3 here in Germany. Lotte van Drunen leads the way. She's had 2 wins, a 5th and a 2nd from the first 2 rounds. She has an 8-point advantage over Chiara Fontanesi. WMX, the first riders to kick things off here in Germany. Rider getting left behind there. That was Martine Hughes on the gate. Oh, cartwheeling one of the RFME riders, but it's not Daniela Guillen. She emerges in 3rd, but it's Chiara Fontanesi who leads the way. Guillen now in 2nd. This is where they've freshly watered the track. Volk now into 2nd. Van Drunen trying to move into 2nd, as she does, as Volk just moves to the outside. Goes from 2nd to maybe 4th as Guillen closes her down. Takes a look over the shoulder. Stand-up wheelie for the 6-time champ, shaking her head as well as she goes past her pit crew in the garage. But downhill for the final time, the checkered flag flies for Chiara Fontanesi, a 2-time race winner this year, her 48th career race win.
Yesterday was actually okay. I had an okay start. Unfortunately, didn't come into the rhythm from the beginning, so I was stuck behind Malou for pretty long. But yeah, managed to finish 5th, which was okay for me. The front girls were gone. They were anyway faster. So yeah, today the feeling is good. I mean, it's raining. I don't like it to get dirty, but actually I'm always good in these conditions, so I'm looking forward to the 2nd race.
Guillen tried to go early there and she may have just paid the price. Van Drunen though with a rocket start. Volk behind her, and then in the yellow, Larissa Papenmeier alongside her and just moving up into 3rd, the number 8 of Fontanesi. It's greasy on track at the moment. Fontanesi doing what she did in race 1, making a sprint for it early, and she's already all over the back of Van Drunen. Lotte van Drunen. She will win race 2. It won't be enough for the overall victory.
Just like in MXGP, the Women's World Motocross Championship has that very much teenager versus veteran battle going on with it this year. We saw 6-time world champion Chiara Fontanesi pick up her 2nd consecutive overall win in Teufelstal, even though Lotte van Drunen had a convincing win in that 2nd race from start to finish. Daniela Guillen, Lynn Volk, they're in there too, but all eyes are fixed on that tug of war between Chiara and Lotte as we head into the next round.
These days it's quite hard to get like a spot in a factory team, and for sure you have to also ask the teams if there's any possibility to ride, and that's what we did. And then Beta was also interested in me, and then we went on from, I think, November. It was my first day on the Beta, and now it's my first year actually to be in this position, to be a factory rider, and now I can say it's not that easy as it looks, but we are getting there step by step, and I'm really enjoying it.
It is my 3rd year with Beta now, and it's been a mixed, my time with Beta has been mixed. Obviously I had a big injury with my knee, tore my ACL, and I lost the second half of 2024 from that, so I missed a little bit of time there and development with the bike and stuff, but overall it's been a good experience, a fun experience, and of course that's quite a key part to racing. So this year's been good. I think having some time off the bike was good for me mentally, just to have a little reset and find that excitement and enjoyment for it again. And obviously with the World Championship being so long, like we're back-to-back races quite often, so to have a bit of downtime was nice, and I think it revived me a little bit. So overall 2025 season's been going pretty good. I know I can be better, I know I can do better.
Allora, sicuramente un risultato che ci potrebbe veramente far gioire sarebbe fare un podio o avvicinarci a un podio. Sappiamo che possiamo farlo sicuramente con Ben sui terreni morbidi, quindi incrociamo le dita e speriamo di poterci riuscire.
Talking about the double jump by the pit lane, how sweet was Thibaut Benestan's pass on Liam Everts? Just an incredible launch from Thibaut Benestan. Threw it over that double jump like it wasn't even there. Sailed over it with fantastic panache, flair, full commitment.
Siwa!
However, Jeremy Siwa was one that did get it wrong. Massive wobble, massive problems for him, and ultimately it really does tell you that it's not one that everybody's going to try every lap.
Of course, Ruben Fernandez in MXGP Race 1 showed exactly why not many riders tried that double jump. And he just got the angle slightly wrong. A heavier bike, a 450, so it does need a little bit of extra throttle commitment, even though you've got that extra power there. And landing short, a real mess everywhere, people avoiding bits of him. And Ruben sadly was unable to compete for the rest of the weekend.
We've got a fantastic battle now really starting to shape up at the top of MXGP. You've got the veteran with Roman Febvre, who's looking for his 2nd World Championship, and the rookie, who's not a rookie rider, but he's new to the class, in Lucas Koenen, who is now really sort of starting to show he's a real serious contender for this MXGP title.
5-second board has turned. Gate about to drop here. MXGP Race 1, another lightning response from Koenen. This time, no mistakes for him. Herlings tucks in behind him in second. Panzer there in third. But it's Lucas Kuhnen with the foxhole shot.
Sure, Teutschenthal is every year something special to me because, yeah, it's just 20 minutes from my home and all the German fans are just crazy. And this, of course, this atmosphere you can feel also under the helmet, and this, like, I think it's pushing me on another level. I got my best result in the first race. It's, yeah, like just the 14th place, but still the best result. So we are making steps in the right direction.
Getting alongside the Belgian. You got the pit board on the final lap telling him that Herlings was +0, and he didn't believe it till he looked over his shoulder, and it looks like Herlings now with 14.5 minutes +2 to go. He's getting ready to pull the trigger.
This one in Germany, I didn't have the best of starts, but I kind of cut back and was okay. I was mid-pack, to be honest, and I was coming through okay. I was feeling not my best, but I was making some progress, and I just passed one rider, and in the next corner there was a triple up, and it was an option to triple onto the top, or you could double and turn inside, and double inside was actually a little bit faster, but I'm guessing he thought I was going to go triple up, and yeah, I've doubled and he's tripled and just hit me in the side. So it hurt my foot a little bit, and also I think the handlebar was into my back a bit. So for a few laps, it stunned me a little bit, and I had a few real slow laps. So I dropped from 13 or 14 or something to yeah, outside the point.
And Febvre does get close, but not able to find a way through. Lucas Kuhnen heads towards the checkered flag, and Kuhnen wins for the 8th time this year.
And also the second race was good. Yeah, sadly it was raining again and the conditions were not that great, and I've got some small problems on the start, but still there the riding was really good, and I felt like that. I felt like myself again this weekend.
He's going to go all the way around the outside of Kuhnen here. Kuhnen surely looks across. He's going to have to go defensive. He does. Is it going to be too much? Yes. Herlings gives him a nudge to the outside. Fans on their feet. Herlings takes over the lead with 2 to go.
Second race, I went out and yeah, I was okay. So also managed to get some points and yeah, end the weekend on not such a negative note.
Jeffrey Herlings, a 4-time winner in Germany, 3 times here at Teutschenthal, 1 at the Lausitzring, 5 wins in Germany, but crucially, Jeffrey Herlings is back. He's back on the top step, and he does it here, round 10 at Teutschenthal.
Jeffrey really had that edge that others simply didn't, and it was this edge that really sets Jeffrey apart from the rest of the riders in the pack, especially this weekend. I really hope that we see a lot more of this side of Jeffrey in the second half of the year.